Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and happy birthday to Fractal Jim. Fractal Jim's son, Michael, and his partner, Kyra, wrote to us from Australia to say that it was Fractal Jim's birthday today. He's a big fan of the channel. He comes up with brilliant, complex Sudokus, and perhaps the ultimate surprise for his birthday might be appearing on the channel. I doubt that that's the ultimate surprise for someone's birthday, but I hope it's a good one. And I am looking forward to having a go at Fractal Jim's bubbling entropic whirlpool today. Thank you, Michael, for the lovely note, by the way. It was really nice. Now, don't forget, loads going on the channel. We've had that Kurt Hugo Schneider solve with Simon that went up on Monday. Absolutely fascinating. The reaction's intriguing as well. Kurt Hugo is just brilliant, including at solving Sudoku. Now, we obviously, and you can see it from the opening credits, somewhat market ourselves as expert, but believe you me, there are some extraordinary experts in Sudoku. And Kurt Hugo, although as far as we know, a dabbling amateur is probably better than Simon, better than me at Sudoku, which is just brilliant. We've also, I mean, in the past we featured Tan Tan Dai on the channel. She so far exceeds our ability. It's a chasm that cannot be bridged. And there will be a world championship, in fact, later in the year in Eger in Hungary, I think, if I've got that right. And yeah, there are still qualification processes underway in lots of countries in the world. So if you think you're really good, if you're posting fabulous times that beat ours for these puzzles, then you should consider contacting your National Sudoku Federation trying to enter. Now, on Patreon as well, we have the fantastic hunt by Blobs. It's called Nurikabe Puzzle Pack. It features a bunch of puzzles themed on the Nurikabe rules. There are 10 puzzles to enter the competition, another 2 bonus puzzles that are really good. And that is on Patreon. If you're just a $2 a month patron, you can get that. If you're a $3 a month patron, you can get the solution videos in due course, which I have recorded already for that set. And you can also get our posts about crosswords and connections and other Sudoku stuff. So that's on Patreon. There's all of our apps as well, which feature Line Sudoku and Domino Sudoku and the latest Fog of War Sudoku. They're linked under the video, along with SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD and our merchandise. But the first link is to Fractal Jim's bubbling entropic whirlpool, and here come the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Lines in the puzzle are entropic lines. Any group of 3 consecutive cells on a line, so that one or that one, etc., etc., must contain 1 low digit, 1, 2, 3, 1 middle one, 4, 5, 6, and 1 high one, 7, 8, 9, in any order. Now, the circles in this puzzle are counting circles. A digit in a circle says how many times in the grid that digit appears in circles. So if there was a 3 here, there would be exactly 3 3s in circles in the grid. And then we have black dots separating cells where one cell is double the other. White dots separating cells where there are consecutive digits. Not all dots are necessarily shown. Give it a try on that first link. You can judge from the video length how hard it is. I've no idea. I'm about to plunge into the bubbling entropic whirlpool. Let's get cracking. So, Simon would look at this and go, Fistamafel ring puzzle. I don't. I mean, I can see that we've got this whirlpool in the center. Oh, the first thing to do is to count the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's so long since I've done a counting circles puzzle that I've forgotten that. 14, 15, 16. I probably shouldn't talk while I'm counting, but I make it 23. I'm going to do it one more time, a different way, in my head. 18, 20, 23 circles. Okay. Now, what we know about counting circles is that the different or discrete digits that you put in the circle will now add up to that number 23. Because every time you say a 3 times, that uses up 3 of the circles and there are 20 left. And then you use a 6, say, 6 times. And that uses up 6 of the circles and there's 14 left. It does work that way. So the digits in the circles add up to 23, the different digits. Now, one of them is at least a 7, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 only add up to 21, and we've got to get to 23. So we've got a 7 or higher number in these circles. And it's often profitable to just ponder where a big digit can go in the circles. So I'm going to say, oh, hang on. Much more important thought. Is it a much more important thought? Yeah, there is an important thought. Right. Every 3 cells along an entropic line feature a low, medium, and high. If we had a place where there were 3 circles together on an entropic line, one of them would have to be high, but maybe there isn't. That's a shame. Even here. Oh, okay. What we can do on an entropic line, so this is general, sorry, I should have done this first, but I've thought of other things I should do first, tried to do them first, and they've failed. What we can do on an entropic line is colour. Every 3 cells must be the same polarity. I'm calling middle one polarity, low another, and high another. How do I know that every 3 cells we have the same colour? Because if those 2 were a low and a high, that would have to be a medium to make up the set. And looking on the other set of 3 that they're in, that's a low and a high, that's a medium to make up the set. And then that's a low and a high, and that's a medium, etc. So it always works that way. So I'm now going round this bubbling whirlpool, colouring, because this is the long line, this is the one that matters. All of these are the same polarity. Let's not use red, yellow, and blue, which I want to be my high, middle, and low. Let's use purple, green, and orange, or purple, green, and bright blue, or something for now. Anyway, pink, I should call this. I keep getting that wrong. Right, that is very interesting. Let's do the next colour along. Oh, sorry, I've gone the wrong way round. There we go. Those are all the same colour as well. And then the other cells on the line, just check that they're 3 apart. I don't know why I keep starting not at one end of the line, because I'm a doofus. We'll make them orange. I have often worked with orange being high, but for some reason this time I want red to end up being high. So we get this pattern of polarities. And that is telling me that the 3 pinks have gone in this row. Now that's good, because this must now be a green and an orange, and they need a pink on either side. So now I've got all the pinks in this box. Now that's quite interesting straight away up here, because the 3rd pink in this column can't be in box 9 where we've already got 3 pinks. It's got to be on the white dot with a cell of a different colour. And that's good, because a white dot meaning consecutive means this is the borderline between pink and the other colour. I mean, it's potentially good. I don't think we've cracked anything wide open yet. Let's find other 3Bs that we've got going on. There's another 3B there, 3 pinks. It'd be annoying if then, no, look at, no, there's always going to be exactly 1 pink there. Right, this isn't pink because we've got those 3. So this is green or orange. And that's going to repeat there. I'm now part shading cells, which is potentially risky business, because I might suddenly interpret them as adding to counts when they don't necessarily. One of those is pink, but that could be pink. Those two are the same. I don't actually know what's going on there. Right, in this one, those are pink, so that's green or orange. So one of these is pink. Okay, these 6-cell pieces in the corners, then is it the middle bits that seem to always be the same? They're always 3 apart, so they're 2 of one colour. It is, but I don't actually know how that helps. Oh, look at this, 2 pinks on a black dot. Right, the numbers that could go on a black dot are 1 and 2, which are in the same entropic set. 2 and 4, which aren't, 3 and 6, which aren't, and 4 and 8, which aren't. So we now know that pink is low, and that is a 1-2 pair. And that's a 3, therefore, because it's the other digit in the same row. There's a 3 in one of these cells, and suddenly we're using up the circled 1, 2s and 3s very fast. Now, not necessarily all of those digits are in circles, but clearly we now know some of them are. Oh, that black dot, absolutely fundamental. Right, this one is now between medium and high. It's either a 4-8 or a 3-6 pair. What about this one? Don't know. I just sensed I was about to get huge amounts done in the puzzle. It's just hubris, don't worry. That's a 1 or a 2 by Sudoku. Now, let's think about the circles then, come on. Yes, there are blue circles, a go-go. Look, there are 6 blue circles. That's perfect. That tells me that those are the digits 1, 2, 3, appearing 3 times for 3, 2 times for 2, once for 1. The 1 is definitely used up in this box, so this is a 2-3 pair. In fact, it is a definite pair, 1 of each. And that is all the blue circles we can have in the puzzle. Every other circle in the puzzle is green or orange. So I'm actually going to half colour all of them. We haven't discovered yet whether green or orange is middly and which one is high. But how many circles? So we've used 1, 2 and 3 in our group of digits that are adding up to 23. That is 6. The rest of the digits adding up to 23 sum to 17. How are we going to make those up? 4, 6, 7 or 4, 5, 8? There's no other way of doing it. We can't have a 9. Okay. So we have 4, 6, 7 or 4, 5, 8. So 4 is definitely, what's that black dot? It doesn't have a 3 on it. It doesn't have a low digit on it. It's 4 and 8, obviously. And now we know that 4 and 8 are both in circles. So what was I adding up to? 17. 4, 5, 8. So the numbers in circles in this puzzle are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. These two can't be 5s because they're both on black dots and they see each other. So I'm pretty sure they're a 4, 8 pair. One of those is middly and one of them is high, so that can't be green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Now, there is a very important point here. We need to find 8 circles to put 8 in. And how can we possibly do that? There are 9 boxes in the puzzle. Each has a possible circle. But I'm sure we can somewhere find a place where we can eliminate one possible circle, and then we can start filling in others. So for instance, if this wasn't an 8, all the other boxes would have to have a circled 8. We'd have to have them there and there, one of those there. It would get very, very, very... Oh, this is an interesting cell, actually. Yeah, that doesn't work. I mean, that's a bit complicated. That doesn't work because now I couldn't put one in box 2, given that that would be an 8. And since that would be an 8, that would be an 8. There wouldn't be room for one in box 2. So that must be an 8. That's not it. The way to solve this puzzle is to figure out that this must be an 8, I imagine. Let's imagine this wasn't an 8. Now we have to find 8 8s in all the other boxes. So these become 8s. The only candidates in their boxes. That's an 8. 8 we now know is orange. Actually, this is plausible. This is if we have a 4 in the central box. I've got an 8 there now. Now it's got to be there in box... Oh, I mean, goodness me. Right, as far as I can see, that does work. So maybe this is an 8. That's annoying. I was planning to prove that that wasn't an 8, and we were going to just cruise home. It wasn't that simple. If that is, oh, this is definitely a 4-8 pair because we've had 1, 2, 3 in the box. That's quite interesting. It means this is never an 8, whatever it is, because of Sudoku. Actually, we could also look at this white dot. It's not uninteresting. In the column, we've had 4 and 8. And we've had 2 low digits. This can't be 2 low digits because that would use too many from 1, 2, 3. It can't use 4 or 8. So it must use 6 as its even digit. And the other one is 5 or 7. And that is... Yeah, we can't use 2 green or 2 orange in this column because we've had 2 of each. So that's 1 of each, green and orange. And therefore it straddles the border of middly and high and is a 6-7 pair. That's quite interesting. It's an unusual finding. Probably not going to actually help, but it's odd to come across it. I am aware that you're probably seeing something that makes progress, and I'm utterly not. Right, this pair is blue and green. Oh, that's vital. That's really, really important. Okay, in this column... Oh, no, hang on. I'm looking at that domino and thinking that's 1 orange and 1 green. But I don't know that. Sorry. I coloured all these cells orange or green. But then I'm looking at that and going, that's a domino, 1 of each. And that's not true. That's blue, by the way, in its column. If that had been true, if that was definitely a domino, this would be blue and green. And blue low would connect to green, which would have to be middly. But I don't know that that is the case. So I recant my claims there. What I do know is going on up here is that blue is connecting with another colour. So that's a 3-4 pair. That must now be 1 or 2, and this must be a 3 because of the row. That means, because the third counting 3 is there, that's a 2, and this is not a 2. This is 1 or 3. I don't think that's going to get me much further, but still it's all true. I need 2 blues in row 3 still, so they're blue, and then I can follow them along their lines and put more blues in. They are in fact a 1-3 pair, but in this box we've had a 3 in the 3-4 pair, so that's a 1, that's a 3, this is a 2 out here. It's weird how digits get filled in without me really expecting it in lots of areas of the puzzle. That sees 3 and 2. There's another example. So that's a 1. This black dot is clearly a 4-8 pair. So that's a 3. And that's a 4. And I can colour them. Well, no, I can colour one of them properly. The other one I can uncolour. That's orange or green because we've had all of the blues in the row, so that's blue for its line. That's a 2-3 pair. This is 1 or 3. I am going to keep pencil marking. This can't be blue, so blue. Now, what about this black dot? That digit can't be 2, 4 or 8, but it's a black dot digit, so it's 1, 3 or 6. It can't be 6. Oh, we've got a line going here with 4 and 8. So that's green and that's blue, so it can't be 6. I thought it couldn't be 3, but I'm wrong. It can be. That's 2 or 6. And we don't know its colour. But we do know its colour. Right, this one on the entropic line is not blue. This one is not blue for the row, which has its blues. So we do need a blue, and that is a 2. And that's a 1 now. And that's a 3. That gives us 1 in the centre, 2, 1, 3, 2. Lots of blue digits getting filled in. I'm tempted to say all of them, but we'll see. We need another 1. There we go, in box 4. We need another 3. Here it is in box 7. So along the line I can entropize a 2. That's going to give me a 2 here in a predictable place. We've still got a 1 to put in that box. Is that 1, 2, 3 done in every box? Not quite. I need a 3 there. And this Sudoku is coming together. Right, 2 there. Must go with a 4 here now. But I don't know its colour, do I? No, I don't. Now, what were the digits going in the circles? 4, 5, 8. That is the count. So that is now a 5, 8 pair. And that's a 4. 4, 5, 8 to go in all the circles. So we need another 4 here. And now I've already found 3 uncircled 4s. And there are only 5 in the puzzle. I mean, I should really have focused on the 8s. I just haven't done it. I tried it for a bit and it didn't really work, so I gave up. That's a 5 because it sees 4 and 8. In this column, that's an 8 now because it sees 5 and 4. Only 4, 5, 8 go in circles. 6, 7, 9 never do. So 5, there we go. 5 is green. So I'm going to turn green yellow as meaning middly. I'm going to turn orange red as meaning high. It was already a potential high colour. And there we go. This must be yellow. That is now 4 middly. That is red, 8 high. That is 4, that's 8. That's just Sudoku. And okay, this yellow, entropically, that must be yellow because of the alternation process. So that is the 5, that's the 8. Now, can we do these 8s? Just lay them to rest. There we go, there's an 8 not in a circle. So all the other 8s are in circles in their boxes. So that's there in box 8, there in box 6, there now in box 4. There in box 1 and there in box 3, and we've filled up our circles with 8s. Let's go to those 8s and make them all high. And I'll go to our 4s. Oh, sorry, they're in the wrong mode. Go to the 4s and make them all yellow. This one is now a 5 and is yellow. This one's a 4 and is also yellow. And we can do entropy here. That must be red. That must be yellow. By a count, that becomes red. There's lots we can do with the colouring. That's become red by entropy. That's yellow. These ones are both red. That must now be yellow on count. That's yellow by entropy. That one is also yellow by entropy. These two I don't know about yet, but we'll get them in a second. I mean, I should probably finish off the colour scheme. That sees 3 yellows in the column, 3 blues in the box. Then we can just do all sorts of counting to finish off the other bits and bobs. That's yellow, that's red. Hope I'm not making mistakes. It would be easy to do. Oh, I missed a blue. Sorry about that. That's yellow. I was trying to be completionist on blues earlier and clearly failed. This in its row must be yellow. In its box, this is red. In its row now, this is not red. And there we go. So this one needs a red. This column needs a yellow. So we've fully coloured the grid, and now we can fill in the numbers. 7 for high, 6 for middly. That is 5 for middly, 9 for high. That's 7. Let's see if I can do 7, 8, 9s box by box now. I do like it when this sort of thing comes together. It becomes like one of those classic odd-even Sudokus that are quite easy to finish off. 9, 7, 9. That's all the reds. I mean, bingo. Right, so yellows, we've got a 4 there. That's a 6. That's a 4. That's 6. That's 5. 6. 5. And now we're just enjoying our whirlpool bath. 6 there, 5 in the corner. That's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 6. That's a 4. And is this it? Are we done with this digit as a 6? And it all came together in a hurry once it came together. It's lovely. Oh, loads of people have done that. I suspect that's been elsewhere then. My goodness. But happy birthday, Fractal Jim. An excellent puzzle. Very entertaining. And good fun. So let me know what your time was. Always interested. If it's brilliant, try and get to the World Sudoku Championship. I might see you there. Bye for now.